G'day guys, Malakan here from MKAU Gaming, joined by Staceface Mayhem and MCI 246.
Hey guys.
I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. You've got too many.
I will be
tags, dude.
confirming to
I'm
Pickle
remember
eventually.
the number because
I know. Yeah. I don't understand how I remember.
I
the
will.
number,
Starting next year, I'll be sticking to to and it's gonna be like that all the time. So it'll be pretty good.
Fair enough. Okay, so we are backs from backs. That works.
From PAX.
Yeah, backs from PAX. So obviously we've been down in PAX a couple of weeks ago now. We thought we'd just come and do a little bit of a recap on it. Obviously, my first PAX, Dale's first PAX. Stacey is almost a veteran now.
Yep.
Almost.
Third PAX for me.
So we're going to start off with you then, Stace, because
damn.
you've obviously been doing it a bit more. So
you know more about us.
What did you enjoy about PAX?
I enjoyed that we had lots to do over the 3 days. We pretty much were packed out all 3 days.
Yeah.
I enjoyed actually the layout. It's really weird. It's really like a not really important thing, but I actually really enjoyed the layout of PAX this year and the fact that everything was spread out. It didn't feel as like squishy as it normally does.
There was
Like the alleyways were pretty good, even on Saturday when they were sold out.
Yeah, look, I'll agree with you on that one. It was nice and spread out. There were obviously some really popular areas that were still a little bit claustrophobic.
Hordes, yeah.
But by all means, the spread out and how much room between each of the exhibitors there was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
I'd love to see something like that at Supernova or Comic Con. Obviously not as big, so they don't hire as big a hall, but it was really, really well set out.
It was well utilized.
Yes.
What else did I enjoy? I really enjoyed the esports arena. This year they had a huge event for Mortal Kombat tournament. The Australian Championships, and it was an 18 only event, so I took a sick pleasure. If you read my article on our website of all the little kids getting kicked out
and the drinkies they supplied
as they rolled out the booze and the snacks. So it was a really good event, and I can't top it. It was actually one of my highlights.
That's good.
What else did I enjoy? We played COD 3 times while we were down there. So
well, you might have. I didn't.
I want to say that beta was really awesome. So shout out to the PlayStation booth. What else? Man, I can't even remember.
There was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff.
There
at PAX.
was.
I was surprised, like, how much there was, and there was an abundance of everything you could do.
Yeah.
Like, I was really impressed with what they had.
And it's completely different to
different
Supernova
atmosphere,
and Comic-Con.
everything. Just that intro, even how they unveiled PAX. With
the countdown every day.
That was
with
dope.
The Doom trailer was amazing. Well done.
The commitment
Well
is
done,
real.
PAX.
Like, so good.
It better be good, Bethesda.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
had, what did it have? Like smoke machines.
Give me your Doom
and
babies.
They had fire coming out
How
every
it
day.
all
Countdown.
worked with everything.
Strobe lights.
Yeah. So
Too bad if you're epileptic.
All the bins of like lanyard.
Yeah. How many lanyards do we get?
I got a few of them.
I really enjoyed the Cyberpunk booth. That's
was
another
pretty dope,
highlight.
though.
Just the booth itself.
Well, they had
really
that
cool.
whole section there where you could like chill on the chairs. And it's all color themed, but then they had like that photo sections where you could like stand and get like photos with
the two
cosplayers.
cosplayers that they had there were absolutely fantastic. That was an awesome job, guys.
Yep.
Don't know who you were. If you're watching this,
Super friendly.
that was great.
I was impressed. Just even their PR. They were giving out Cyberpunk shirts to everyone. Any day that you were at
shirts, just
PAX,
shirts.
everyone was wearing a Cyberpunk shirt. Because the moment someone got one for free, they put it on.
Oh god, yeah.
So they did really.
The layout was
promoting
really good. I liked how they had the different developers and like companies and stuff, but it like flowed nicely. So you had like your Xbox, your Ubisoft, and your PlayStation. Everything flowed nicely. How it like wrapped around each other. It all complemented.
Yeah.
Everything. It was kind of dope.
Yeah, and that's what's good about PAX is, yes, there may be people that are Team Xbox, and yes, there's people that are Team PlayStation or PC,
together.
but everyone at PAX is just gamers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Everything.
just the community and the environment itself is a highlight because you can go there and be comfortable and just do your thing.
I liked about PAX that LobbyCon is very acceptable there.
Yeah.
Just like you could hang out in the foyer and they had like that Zelda pin collection, and you could just like I found that you could find half the signs outside to collect the Zelda pin. You didn't actually have to be there to like for the event. Like that's accepting of the crowd because you know everyone's there for that reason anyway. But for those few, you didn't actually have to be. Which is I think is really cool where they use that whole building, seeing all that as like the student like where they have the auditorium for the theatre stuff, and then how they use like the food pub area like for that alleyway, and then just everything's
they even
incorporated.
Have stuff, they have stuff
like,
in the hallway.
They don't just like this is just it. Here's the con. That's it. They incorporate everything in that radius. And everyone gets involved, and that's a really cool idea.
Another highlight for me is the panels. Now, I didn't get to see as many this year as I did last year. Last year we went to a load of panels. But this year we were kind of booked out going to product walkthroughs. But the few panels that we did go to, they're just so entertaining, and they always get hosts that are just so funny. Like trivia. The Bethesda trivia night.
The trivia was pretty good.
That was good. The host was amazing. I forget his name now, Dan something, but he was very good.
He stayed at the same hotel as us, so...
and the host of the esports arena, he stayed in the same hotel. He was very good. I think his name was Miles, maybe. They were really good. Last year they even had Paul Verhoeven, who used to be on Triple J, I want to say. But yeah, like even last year they had someone super famous as one of their hosts. So PAX do really well at doing that. Anything else that impressed you guys?
No. It was a lot of there was a lot of independent developers. I was actually very impressed by like how many indie like game studio and like all the games they had like showing off. Like I was actually impressed because you don't kind of see it anywhere else. You don't know how many companies are like locals.
It was good to put faces
and actually seeing it and meeting the and
to
meeting
people's
the people.
games that we've played.
As I was like,
some warm fuzzy feeling.
So I reviewed Brief Battles. And actually meeting the guys that made that and actually having a conversation with them, and they're impressed that because I played that game. Shout out to you two guys. I forgot your names, but awesome blokes. They were like impressed that they actually had someone at the event that knew their game because most of the people that they played with had never knew what Brief Battles was. And I said, I've played this. I reviewed it. I know how this game works. And they were like, sweet, we can actually have a proper sesh, and we just cranked out for like God knows how long, and we just played it, and we're just like battling each other, and I was whooping their butts at it, like I was better than they were. It was so fun.
Maddie had the pleasure of also meeting the developers of Damsel. Which he got to review. And I think that's really cool.
No, they were great to talk to. They kept inviting me to, sit down and have a play, because they're actually having a competition to whoever at the end of PAX, whoever had the highest score would win a Nintendo Switch Lite.
What?
And they kept going, here, why don't you play? I'm like, nah. It's like, I love the game, but I don't want to show how bad I am at it. So especially since I, got to review it, you'd think I'd have a bit of an unfair advantage, but I'm actually really terrible at games where they sort of want you to do speedruns.
Well, big shout out to them, because they've actually got a new title coming out called Brimstone Battles. I'm pretty sure it's called. I
didn't see that one.
So one of the devs was running back and forth between two booths. He's like, I've worked on this one, and I've worked on Damsel. Which was, I think it's really cool. And it was good because just talking to little indie devs gets your name out there. Like, we got to review I don't want to say it wrong, Zunius. And that's
that sounds about right.
That's a game that just come out on Steam, and they gave us the opportunity to review it only just this week. So it was good. Good to see some homegrown talent. Anything that you weren't impressed by? It's your first one. Was there anything that you're like,
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's hard to say. I can't fully remember. All I remember is the good things. Most of the time you have stuff and you remember bad things, but all I can remember is the good things. Like, I can't... I know there was a few issues here and there, but I can't... They're outweighed by the good. Like, it was a great weekend. It was really good. I'm keen to go next year. Like, I'm hyped. Like, it's actually got me back in to, like... I know Supernova and Comic-Con aren't the best, but it's kind of got me back into that whole con... feeling. So I'm kind of like, okay, I know Supernova's not the best, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to it to a little bit, so it's given me that little spark back, which is pretty cool.
But then you're going to go to...
Supernova would be so, like, let down.
You're going to go to Supernova and you're just going to go,
oh, Marcus just want to try and take my money and I'm not here to buy stuff. I just want free shit. Nah.
Yeah.
The free shit wasn't even, like... It's cool getting free stuff because it makes your money worth it, but it's a really good atmosphere. Like, I mean, I enjoyed the atmosphere. Yeah. It was good.
Well, because I've been a few times, there was a few little things that irked me, but it was nothing major. They did advertise a lot of amateur competitions that you could go to. However, when I went there to watch the Rainbow Six Siege one, because I'm a massive Rainbow Six fan, I wasn't actually allowed to go in and watch. So, like, weird. You can't enter this area. I'm like, but there's a tournament on, and I want to watch. And they're like, yeah, it's only for people that signed up. And even the enforcer admitted, he's like, yeah, that's pretty weird to have a tournament and no one can go watch. But, yeah, I was a little bit salty over that. And just a few of the scheduling issues at the last minute. Like, the only thing I wanted to watch that whole 3 days was the Cyberpunk gameplay in the big theater.
Actually, that's...
And the time and the place got changed.
That's the only thing I can think of that was a bit... I think that's the only few negative things was some of the lining.
Yeah.
For things like that, which were very unorganised a little bit.
Which I think is a bit unfair.
Because I saw a lot of those lines for that. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll go check out the Cyberpunk at the theatre.
When the lines
and
closed,
people had already forced people in. And then there's lines for people still waiting outside to go into that.
Yeah.
That people weren't going to get into. They were going to miss out.
Like, I get they can't stop people from lining up, but it's annoying when the line is closed for an event.
There was a lot of
45
lines,
minutes before the event's even happening.
Yeah.
Like, maybe ask people to leave and come back and line up later. Make it fairer. I don't know. It was a little bit annoying because it was the only thing I wanted to really see on 3 days, and I didn't even get to see it. So
I was like me not getting a chance to play Doom. Doom just like packed out so quick.
Yeah, and like 2 hours before the end of the day, they had an enforcer standing there with a sign saying, "Oh, this is now finished," and you can still see there's a lineup of people. I mean, how long on the last day? How long did we wait in line to play COD?
Yeah. To
the point where you guys got in, and I just kind of went.
You went away and I went on.
I'm just like, I'm sick of waiting, I'm out.
Yeah.
But otherwise, for
myself... It was so worth it, but...
It was okay.
Me and Simon beat the boss, and he's like the coolest COD player I know, so...
My teammate didn't know how to play, but it was okay. But it's just the two guys were versing, and I was just super smug about playing COD, and I was just like, really?
Yeah.
Like, you want to be smug about it and be all, like, snarky? We're like, yeah, we're so good. Like, everyone's here to have fun. Like, don't be douchebags about it.
Yeah. No, well, for me, for the most part, it was a fantastic weekend.
Highly recommend everyone go to Melbourne for PAX next
year. Definitely go.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's a gamer's dream.
I actually got to go and go to a little announcement with Riot Games.
Yep.
So they were, at the time, they hadn't announced it, so I had to sign a nice little waiver saying that I die if I talk about it. But they were announcing Legends of Runeterra, which is basically, it's based on League of Legends.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It is a trading card game, which a lot of people obviously are not very big fans of, but they're wanting to change the way trading card games in a digital format work.
Yep.
So, obviously, as we all know at the moment, you go and buy a booster pack, what you get inside it, completely and utterly random. Whereas what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it so that you buy a booster pack, you get the cards you want. So even, you play a traditional card game like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon,
I've never been into
Yu-Gi-Oh.
any of them. The only one I really ever played was Gwent, and I only played it when I was playing Witcher 3. Not even when they released their own
in the game.
Standalone
like
title.
Fable as well had that card.
I wasn't big into it.
See, I don't quite understand why people are so uppity about trading card games, digital trading card games.
I think it's always been the microtransactions where you're always buying cards and
buying the packets.
But
when
on
you
the
can do
same
the thing physically.
Yeah, well, this is the thing.
Mine's just out of pure boredom. I don't find enjoyment out of it.
You're doing the same thing physically by buying a booster pack and getting random cards.
I think it's spending the same money and actually having something physical. And people like that because they can actually collect and physically trade, and there's money value to it. Where you get money value to digital things, but it's I think from what I get from people is people prefer physical over nothing.
But
even still wasting crap.
Yeah, you're still spending the same sort of money. But Legends of Runeterra is actually working to change that. So
that's pretty cool.
They're going to try and change the way digital card games work. I also managed to go to the NVIDIA panel, and they were talking about their new RTX series graphics cards with their advanced shading and all that sort of stuff, which
that's pretty cool.
was really, really awesome to see. There was something they said I'm not allowed to talk about, but I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it on YouTube already. Something to do with Minecraft.
I was gonna say Minecraft.
Yeah,
Minecraft.
Minecraft with the new shaders and everything, running the RTX looks absolutely incredible. Also spent some time meeting up with a Twitch streamer that I know, Miss Mythics. Caught up with her, and actually caught up with Splitsy and Capac from the YouTube series Light Echoes.
Oh,
Okay,
so
cool.
they're a couple of Aussie story writers, basically, using space engineers to effectively create a story.
Yep.
But then Splitsy is doing a whole heap of tutorials and stuff to try and help people get through the game.
Yeah.
Because there is a big area of nothingness for that sort of thing. So Splitsy's doing that one. They're both awesome people. They were great to catch up with. And then, actually ran into somebody I used to be the boss of at the Intel stand.
That's
so
cool.
he's now working for
He's
Intel.
in the industry now?
Yes. I used to be his boss, and now he's higher up than me. That's disappointing. But I got a free Intel hoodie out of it. So thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. But yeah, for me, the only negative, because obviously I went down pretty much a week before you guys did.
Yeah.
And even though there's really good public transport in Melbourne, we didn't use it. We did a lot of walking.
So your feet were hurting.
My feet were absolutely killing me. I had
I loved it.
PAX blisters.
I actually loved all the walking.
Pre-PAX blisters.
Yeah.
I had a blister the size of a strawberry on the back of my heel.
Ooh. Yeah.
It was painful
Tasty.
walking around PAX.
Unlucky.
As soon as I got home, grabbed a knife and cut that thing open.
Oh.
But yeah, no. Otherwise, look again, just like Dale, I'm very much looking forward to going back.
Oh god, yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. It's
I
amazing.
can't.
I mean, I did a lot of things. I was like PAX and then other stuff as well. Like I'd never been to Melbourne, so I wanted to actually explore a little bit of Melbourne as well. And I just went for walks. I just venture off and just go for a wander. And I was like, okay, let's just do it, stuff it. I'm doing my own thing, and it was nice to do a bit of everything. But I know next time it's just going to be, because I've kind of had that fix of, okay, something new. Let's have a look. It's just going to be exclusively PAX.
Yep.
And I've already got an idea of how to operate the weekend now.
Yep.
Seeing how busy it gets and how everything operates.
Yeah.
I've already pre-planned on how I'm going to approach it, so I'm already set.
And now you just need to start saving for it.
Yeah, exactly.
That way you don't have to wait for happy hour at the pubs. You can just go in there and go, I'll have 2 of those, please.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a good time. Like, we had a real good time even meeting HyperX. That was really good. We went to lunch with HyperX and they showed us some new stuff that's coming out. They have some really cool stuff coming out, but I'm not going to tell you what yet.
Speaking of which, thank you for the microphone.
It's a little bit secret. They've the new mice and keyboards were amazing, but yeah, they have something really cool coming.
That's it.
Really cool coming, and yeah, we can't wait to talk about it when it comes. It's like very innovative. We also met with Alienware. Well, Simon, our colleague, met with Alienware and had a blast hanging out with them as well. So, big shout out to all the industries and companies that entertained us and
thank you for putting up with us
and welcomed us into their booth. Yeah, everyone was so professional and so welcoming. It was really good. Thanks, guys. Yeah, sorry, I'm taking over your podcast.
Yeah, what the hell?
Go.
We agree. This is my job today.
I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty. Yeah, we're all thirsty. Anyway, you're right.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So since coming back from PAX, there's actually been a little bit of news in the gaming industry. First and foremost, Shroud has made the move across to Mixer.
Hallelujah.
Shock and horror.
So I think I was sitting down watching Lance's stream, and Stace has just sort of burst in and gone, everyone go sub to Shroud. And we're like, what the hell are you talking about? So that was fun. I got to sub to Shroud during a countdown timer.
Yeah, 6 hours before his stream started, he had
racked up
15,000 people just talking in his stream. He had 30,000 people.
That's good to see as a community.
Already click on it. His post had been on Instagram and on
But
Twitter.
I wonder, like, how many are actually
20
fans,
minutes. 20 minutes.
and how many people are writing that knowledge of, like,
Yeah.
where he's at, though? Like, some people...
20 minutes. In
That's still
20
pretty good,
minutes,
though,
he had
for, like, Mixer.
30,000 people.
Yeah, that's pretty
A
dope.
little bit ridiculous, but hey, congratulations, mate. Welcome to Mixer.
Welcome to Mixer. Welcome to the family.
Hopefully they treat you well. I'm sure they will.
He is...
Ninja who?
He is the only
What?
reason I go to Twitch. Like,
Yeah.
other than my friend Jordan and Millen, who I do watch on Twitch. Shroud is the only... I sound like a cat.
They did.
Shroud is the only, like, esports personality I watch stream, and he is my favourite. So, I was super stoked. And I
Mixer's
was all
really
over
mixing
that.
it up.
Yeah. So, I'm just really interested in how much money they waved in front of him to get him over.
That's why, yeah.
With
plus-
the rumours that Ninja got 30,000.
Yeah.
Plus all the free subscriptions
Over
and
3
stuff that
years.
they were giving out. Like, there was a time frame where you could subscribe to Shroud for free.
Yeah.
Yep.
As
This
opposed
month.
to... Yeah, as opposed to, you know, paying for it, obviously. So how much money is he going to make off that?
Yeah. So, I'm super happy. There is controversial chats amongst
Oh,
streamers
always.
about
Always.
Mixer only promoting big people, not caring about the little people.
I think it's their move. to be like,
But they're
let's
trying.
get these big people over, boost Mixer up, so then they're more high, and then they can, like, come back down and then promote everyone in.
However, in
Maybe.
Mixer's defense, though, people that are partnered streamers, but not Shroud and Ninja, are still getting promoted on the home
Yeah.
screen.
Oh,
quite
God,
a
yeah,
lot.
exactly.
They're cycling through partner streamers.
Because, I
to
mean, you
watch,
look at...
which is like, to me, that's okay. I'm okay with them. I think it's fine that they're promoting partnered streamers.
I think it's just about boosting, because Twitch is still up here,
That's no
Mixer's still
different
down
to
here. Mixer's
Twitch,
still
really.
low-key, like, people know Mixer, but people are just... It's there.
Yeah.
I feel like that's them trying to boost it up.
Well,
As a marketing...
This is the thing. You talk to a lot of people about, you know, what they watch, on what streaming platform they watch. The majority of people, straight off the bat, will say Twitch.
Exactly, and I
Twitch
think
is
that's why they're
number
trying
one,
to change
other
that.
than YouTube.
Mixer's trying to compete with Twitch, so they're
Yeah.
trying to boost it.
Yeah. No,
And
it
this
is
is a marketing
good boost.
ploy. And it'll work. It will work. It's a slow
But there are,
gradual.
like, Mixer streamers saying that, once again, Mixer are only going for the big guns, which
Yeah.
is fine. Like, they're allowed to feel a little bit upset, but they can't say Mixer do not promote other streamers because they have, I think, quite a good way of promoting partner streamers.
Yeah.
Maybe not little streamers, but partner streamers. Which, you know, sometimes are little streamers. I follow a lot of partner streamers
all one
that
of
only
those
have 3,000. That's no more than, you know, I have.
Mm.
You know, so to me that's still a little streamer. It's just a partner little streamer.
Exactly.
So, anyway, that's just me having a bit of a rant.
Having said that, Mixer, please give us Australian support.
Yeah.
Yes,
that would be
please.
nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough of that. Now, you've got notes down here. Last of Us has been delayed.
Oh, I don't.
That's just
Don't look at
news.
me. I don't
Don't
care
look at
about
you.
Last of Us.
That's all we've heard.
That's you.
This just in. Flash news. Last of Us has been delayed.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why I thought it was you. You've written that down.
I'm not.
We made
PlayStation
notes.
user.
We didn't talk about them.
I don't like. I think Last
In
of
the
Us.
know.
Oh, this is gonna get me killed, but I think Last of Us is overrated.
Well, the hype has picked up, though. You go with
So-
where Last of Us was, and then where it is now, and the hype train, I guess, people are just sticking onto that hype train of the name. It's like Borderlands, it's the same thing. People that never played Borderlands
have
go
you
like
played Last of
Borderlands
Us?
hype. Yes.
Have you played Last of Us? No,
It is a good game, though.
it is.
It's not
Really?
amazing. Story.
Oh, it's got to be a good game.
It's more
That
the
many
story.
people
Gameplay
talk
is-
so much about it. Like,
I
I do not doubt it's a good game. It's just not the game for me.
Well, I suppose, like,
Yeah.
I didn't like Heavy Rain. But Heavy Rain got a lot of
Well,
very
I mean,
positive
last
feedback.
it's you ever played Uncharted?
No.
See, there you go.
Again,
Because
doesn't-
Last of Us
doesn't
and Uncharted
faze
are
me.
all that same kind of gameplay, except for Last of Us is more very
It's Naughty
deep
Dog,
story driven.
right? Naughty Dog?
Yeah, Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog.
Where Uncharted has its action, but it's I don't know, it's more gameplay, story. Where that's Last of Us is more story. I don't know, it's weird.
But anyway,
Weird
it was
explanation, let's move on.
It was June, February, and now it's delayed
Delayed to
till May. Now, a lot of people are upset about delays, but I actually think that's a good thing, because I'd rather have the game good than the game trash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe they found
Well,
a few.
this
different-
is-
Early and trash, late and good.
This is the thing, like, Breakpoint, for example, this is another thing that we've got written down here.
Ooh.
Breakpoint
As
was
in,
a massive failure. Because...
Ubisoft admitted it.
Yeah,
right?
Ubisoft admitted it. Their CEO admitted it. Not just Ubisoft, but the CEO of Ubisoft.
I want my money back.
I know, bought it, suckers.
I spent $170 on that thing.
Look, it's certainly not a bad game.
It's good.
It's not a bad game, but there are...
It's not polished.
Well, no, it's definitely not polished. It's basically just a reskin of the Division 2 and Wildlands.
Yes. It's a mashup. It's definitely a mashup.
So, like, obviously I wrote the review for it, and I noticed quite a few graphical glitches, a lot of issues with my scopes and that sort of thing.
Stuff that were in the beta that you assume was going to be taken out of the beta, but it played the exact same as the beta.
But this is the other thing as well. Like, there was a lot of stuff that they said you'd be able to do in Breakpoint that while you can do it, but it's not the way they were promoting it.
Yeah.
And so as a result, Ubisoft themselves have actually pushed a lot of games back.
Yeah. And I'm happy with that.
Starting to focus, starting to realise.
So on board with that.
The thing is, with us as gamers, if you're pushing a developer to get a game out quickly...
It'll come out like Anthem.
It'll come out like Anthem. It'll come out like Breakpoint. You're gonna have problems. With what gamers expect these days, you can't expect them to throw a game out there in 6 months and go, hey, thanks, see you later, that's it, done and dusted.
I mean, well, that's the thing, gamers expect sometimes too much. Like, gimme.
Yeah. Like,
well,
just
people
be
that
the
get
developer.
upset about games being delayed are either kids or people that never appreciated that game in the first place.
Never.
Yeah.
So
me putting some salt on the fire.
No, it's what it is, because so many people are just like, gimme.
So, yeah, Watch Dogs has been pushed back. The new Siege game has been pushed back.
Well, basically, they want to make sure they get it right, which is good.
Yeah.
You're spending money on that.
Well, this is it. And, like, yes, okay, you've got a deadline, but on the same token, you want the game to be perfect.
And so that's the other, because if you keep releasing games that are shoddy, it's going to affect the company.
Yeah. It's going to affect the shareholders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, finally, Bethesda have made a lovely little mistake.
Oh.
We love you, Bethesda.
You're doing good.
What the hell, man?
Yeah.
You're bringing back the NPCs.
You bring shame on our family.
You brought in Battle Royale that was a bit broken.
Look, yeah, this is the thing. Bethesda listened to the players in terms of they're bringing NPCs back into Fallout 76.
Good. So they should.
But then they've gone backwards on their word. So Fallout 76, the Atom Store, was purely just for skins.
Yep. It was just costumes.
It was just costumes and stuff. Yeah, costumes, emotes.
Bit of furniture.
Nothing that really affected the game as such.
Yep.
A
fridge so food wouldn't rot.
And look, don't get me wrong. You can obviously make the Atom points in the game.
Yeah.
And it does become extremely grindy to do so. But you can make the points up in the game, or of course you can buy them. But now they've introduced, or they've announced, they're going to be doing private servers, which are going to cost people $100 US.
Premium. You get server. You got 1,600 atoms per month.
Something like that. I don't know.
So they're kind of technically trying to bribe you. It's like, oh look, you get all this atom coin, but then what are you going to spend the atoms on? Like, I've never been interested in buying atoms because there's nothing been ever interesting for me to buy. Like, why am I going to buy this crap?
This is something else that I've seen. So the Atom Store is now going to contain items that will directly affect the game.
Yeah.
So whether or not that's, here's a special weapon, or here's a blueprint for a special weapon, so you can go and make this other stuff. Here's this awesome piece of power armor.
They were doing good, and then they've fallen back into the same spot where
they're trying to recoup their losses.
Well, the worst thing is because of how bad it went, the game dropped in price. That
very
game has
quickly.
now skyrocketed back up to its normal price and selling at its normal price. I've had people coming into work buying it for its $70 price tag.
Yeah.
I'm like, I paid $15 for that.
Yeah.
It dropped, and I bought it cheap. And people are just buying it because of the whole Battle Royale, how it's all flushed out and how they've been promoting that. And
have you been playing that, by the way?
I've played a little bit, but when I was playing when it got first released, it was broken.
So you haven't played it since?
Not since.
Yeah, no.
It's broken.
Look, I haven't played Fallout 76 in probably about 3 months now.
Yeah.
Every now and then I was jumping in just to do something, and I got bored of it.
I really want to play with friends with it. That's my problem.
Well, I'm still wanting them to bring out the NPCs, and they've pushed that expansion back.
Yeah.
And I mean, Bethesda's always said that any expansions for 76 are basically going to be free.
So they've pushed that back to NPCs.
I feel like a sad
That's
widow over here mourning the loss of Bethesda.
Well, that's bad though. You think about
I'm
it.
sitting here in silence going,
If
they screw up the next Elder Scrolls game, I'm going to be so upset.
Well, that would be exactly it, because Elder Scrolls has been a lot better. Fallout has always been a bit
seriously what was going through my
here
brain.
and there. But to go we're bringing the NPCs back, to then bring that new premium system and then delay the NPCs. Like, we're doing good, but then guess what? We're going to hold that back, but buy and spend money.
Yeah.
And then we'll bring you that. Like, really?
I feel half of the stuff was already in the coding, ready to go.
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
they could have just put it in from the start.
It's so shoddy. They're being so dodgy.
This is the thing. Bethesda have basically gone back on their word and
Pretty
said,
much.
They originally said, no, it's not going to be pay to win, it's not going to be this, it's not going to be that. And now they're basically going, okay, well, here you go, give us money. Now, don't get me wrong, if a game is good, I'm happy to support it.
Yeah.
I bought every expansion for Fallout 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I paid...
I'm like that with Skyrim.
I paid full price for every
the
expansion.
DLC.
What's that thing I want to buy expansions for Fallout 4? I don't really play Fallout 4 much, but because of how I felt with Fallout 76, it deters me from wanting to play Fallout 4.
4 is so much better.
I know, but it's just
better.
because that stigma's there,
Yeah.
it's salted the rest of it.
Salted the meat.
It's just like, no. It's ruined it. It's ruined my aspect for it,
Yeah.
which is sucky.
Yeah, no, it's... Look, Fallout 4 was absolutely fantastic. I would still... Look, and if you can get it... If you can get Fallout 4 on the cheap because of how old
Oh,
it
I've
is...
got it.
If you can get the expansions on the cheap,
Season pass.
definitely get them because they
Game Pass.
they are good. They are
Yeah.
very, very good. Now, while we were down at PAX, I believe I saw something about Season 2 of Fortnite was happening while we were at PAX, or was that just after?
Just as it wrapped up.
Just as it wrapped up.
Yeah.
Okay, so there have been a few very good games released since then. I've actually been playing a lot of Outer Worlds, which probably shouldn't have been, but I have been.
That's kind of funny being the whole Bethesda thing though, because they were the ones that worked on
The original.
New Vegas.
New Vegas, and they've separated. And look how good they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Obsidian.
Oh, like
Obsidian,
those guys are.
Destroying it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Destroying the
they've-
RPG game.
They've done an absolutely incredible job. It feels and plays very similar to what Fallout does,
Oh yeah.
but on the same token, you've got a party system which reminds me of Knights of the Old Republic, or
Remind me of Mass Effect.
yeah, Mass Effect as well. So it plays very similar to those, but more of a first person RPG as opposed to like with Knights of the
In
Old
space.
Republic. Yeah,
Guys, Fallout in space.
Fallout in space, basically. Playing very similar to a first-person RPG, but then having the aspects of Mass Effect. Or even, like, with Knights of the Old Republic, I remember it was almost like a turn-based sort of thing, but then you could try and make it real-time first-person, which was quite difficult. But you could choose, in Knights of the Old Republic, you could choose what attacks people were doing.
Yeah, and it kind of is. Yeah, it is. It is kind of like that.
To an extent, you've still got that. Like you can hit left or right on the D-pad for your companions to launch one of their special attacks.
Yeah.
But otherwise, for the most part,
The combat does feel
shooting away.
kind of turn-based. It's not just like run and gun like most of that is.
Yeah.
Like, even you and the AIs feel like you need to take cover, pop out, do a couple of shots, duck back into cover. Like, it's all take your turn kind of thing. It's pretty cool.
And the art style of it is absolutely incredible.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's so weird because it looks... Some of the characters look almost real, but cut. It's weird.
I can't wait to
Like,
get
the emotion...
into it.
I think it's
haven't had
the
time yet.
emotion. It's so good.
I know it's good when someone came into my stream and said, on the starting introduction planet, he spent 7 hours there.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't even get off the first planet.
Oh,
the
you
first
can do
7
so
hours of
much.
my gameplay. So, I'm excited.
Well,
about
I mean,
it.
I was kind of silly in it. I was like, "Oh, what's this sprite?" kind of thing. Stood over it. Here it go. Dick, 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 dick. Boom. I was like, "That was pretty."
I accidentally killed the first companion that you can take. I wasn't watching what buttons did what, and I just kind of went, "Oh, what's this do?" and pushed up on the D-pad. And
Did you not do multiple saves? We talked about this last week.
yeah, I know. we
I have a
did.
main save and then multiple saves.
But yes, I killed the vicar.
Oh no.
Accidentally, and then I'm like, oh, I've got like 5 of the companions. There's 6 companions in total. I've got 5 of them, and I'm like, oh, I wonder who the last one is and where I find him. And jumped onto Google, and it's like, oh yeah, Vicar Max back on Terra 2, and I'm like, oh crap, because I killed him.
He's gone.
Yeah, I
He's
got
gone.
pretty early.
He's pushing
He's
up
gone.
daisies.
Yeah. Now Call of Duty. Obviously, you guys played quite a lot of it
Yes, I
at
have.
PAX. And that one has dropped, so
Yeah.
you've obviously been streaming that a lot.
I've been streaming Call of Duty quite a lot. I've been raging quite a lot. I feel like it's changed quite a bit from the beta. That just could be me being really salty because I need to get back into it. Because, like I said, I'm a big Siege player, which is a lot slower paced. 2v2 is legit my favorite mode. It is so fun because it requires so much communication. You know, me and the boss man dominate on 2v2. So
yeah, so
come at us.
If ever you're playing and you see Sub-Zero, 2K, and Staceface Mayhem show up,
back out of the lobby.
Back out of the lobby and let someone good play.
Other than that, though, in the actual multiplayer, I'm not doing so well. The maps are huge. I like that. I've been playing quick play most of the time, so it kind of changes what mode you want to play. I really like Cyberlink. I played quite a bit of Cyberlink today. Got heaps of experience. It just feels so much like Battlefield when you're playing it. Yeah. Which is good, I think, because it's moved away from that arcadey feel where it's like very bullet spongy previous CODs, whereas this one, even in core, I find...
You die, yeah.
Yeah, you die very easily, but I'm used to that because I play hardcore. It looks amazing. The maps are brilliant. Most of the maps are brilliant.
How are you finding night vision mode? Because I know Lance was a little bit frustrated with it and it was sort of giving him a bit of a headache when he was playing, and he hasn't, because he's been going into the quick lobbies, hasn't really had the option of not playing
I
them.
haven't experienced night vision.
You haven't
yet.
experienced?
No.
Okay.
And I've been playing for like 3 days. The first day it came out, I went and got it at the midnight release. Sucky thing is, it's like 100 gig game, so it took me 4 hours to download it, and I have NBN. So it took me 4 hours to download it. Then I played from like 4 in the morning till like 6. So
yeah, I was still up in the morning while you were trying to download that one. Lance was streaming.
I think streaming it.
I think I ended up going to bed at about 4 o'clock, and I've still got my phone next to me going off. Are you guys on at the moment? Are we going to play? And yeah.
Yeah.
So
and I'm just like, I'm trying to go to sleep.
I'm in bed. I'm still trying to
I did have
like
a nap
download Outer Worlds
beforehand, but yeah. So I did an all-nighter playing COD. It's just good. It's just good fun. It's good fun with friends.
It is nice.
Maybe I was salty that time because I was playing by myself. I don't like being by myself.
Oh, by myself.
I played solo free-for-alls this morning, so that was fun. Free-for-all.
Yeah,
all morning.
so they've got a few new modes. I played a bit of Ground War. That was fun. Like massive lobbies. What is it, 16? No, it's not. It's 32. V32?
16.
Ground War? It's pretty big.
I was going to say, didn't they change it to be like Battlefield maps?
Yeah.
Battlefield size
Almost
maps?
like that. Yeah.
So
I don't know. I didn't look at the scoreboard much.
See, this is why I used to play a lot more Battlefield than COD. I've actually only started playing COD since you guys have been playing it. I like the big maps. I like having to accommodate for bullet drop and all that sort of stuff. Whereas
it's very customizable.
Whereas COD was always a very small map, and it's very much run and gun.
It's very claustrophobic, and you have to
bullet sponge. You need exceptionally quick reaction times, which I generally don't have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if they're bringing that sort of thing into it, certainly sounds like if you're a Battlefield fanatic,
it's worth getting to have a look if you're into Battlefield more than COD.
A bit of it reminds me a bit of Counter-Strike as well.
My review's coming soon, guys. More comprehensive. My only little critique is, because Lance and I are probably the more bigger COD players, it's very, and every COD is, but this one seems particularly bad. It's very campy. A lot of people are grabbing the snipers as their first weapon and sniping, and they're cross-mapping me from like one side to the spawn, which is giving me, I was going to swear then, but really upsetting me. There's a lot of windows too. It's very Ghost-like, where they can open doors in this COD.
Yeah.
And like
that trips me out. Like there's so many spots where I'll be like, I'm going to kind of
windows. There's a lot more
move into a corner here, and then realize there's a door that I can actually open, and you don't expect how many doors and windows can open in this. Where you think, okay, that's just a wall with a door. That's not actually
most
a door.
CODs haven't had like, doors you can open, so I don't like that they can just slam the door open in your face, or they can climb and mantle through. Like you can mantle through windows in other CODs, but there's so many windows because this map is huge that people just camp up there. It drives you nuts. So that's my only critique, but that's not really the game, I suppose. It's the community. Toxic.
We skimmed briefly. I'll say we skimmed briefly on Fortnite.
Yeah, go.
I was gonna say, actually, because that actually happened at PAX, and that was kind of actually interesting because I stayed up to
watch the event.
The event happened. That's right, because I played the event.
You sat in front of a computer screen or TV screen for God knows how long and watched a black hole.
Well, I actually watched it unveil to the black hole, and I was like, okay, sweet, let's get ourselves sorted. Because it was like early morning, I think it was when we were leaving to come back. Yeah, it was leaving that Monday. And the event went down, and it was great because as soon as it happened, I was like, let's see what's going on YouTube, because I kind of like left it, and then the amount of people that just lost their minds because they could not play Fortnite.
I lost my mind.
The days that sued on from that people just like, I can't play Fortnite. And people get mad, like breaking their TVs. I'm like, really? Like, this is the best marketing ploy ever. It almost broke
the internet.
Like, this is great. Like, you'd know the company's doing that good if they can mess with people like that. Like, they've got the balls. The amount of money they've got. They're like, oh, well, even if it doesn't go anywhere, like, we've made so much money. And it was a great move, like, to do that.
Having said that, without giving any names away because they're not PG rated, there was one particular website that tweeted, "We have better holes to look at than Fortnite."
No, exactly what that
is. Which I thought was
so many people got onto that.
Absolutely awesome.
All the jokes, the puns, so many people got onto it.
Even the joke that Elon Musk bought the company and just shut it down because he was sick of kids on Fortnite.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But then when it kicked back up, like, it was dope. Like, it's a whole new game.
So what are the new features? Let our audience know if they
fishing. You can fish in Fortnite. Oh god, we got the fishing.
You can literally carry your teammates.
Oh, carrying and yeeting teammate. Or not even just yeeting anyone. You just pick them up and just throw them is the most beauteous thing. But yeah, carrying is a good thing now. Swimming, which is pretty dope. You can actually swim in Fortnite. Water is safe.
Ice Cube ASMR there, Stace.
A little bit of
Yeah, no, I was trying to be quiet.
The map's changed completely. It's laid out a little bit more nicer. Just everything seems fresh. Weapons seem to be a bit more better. The boats, yes.
Over the land.
I love that, yes. My
them.
favourite boat is driving across land. There's just so many things that are going on. Oh, and the bots. Bots are the biggest thing that have taken over the game.
It's good for your ego, I'm not going to lie. I can get like at least 4
They are learning.
Because there's bots.
Those bots are learning.
You reckon?
It is getting scary, yeah. Those bots are learning.
I got scoped by the very last bot in the startup game, the introductory game that you've got.
Oh my god, yes, I'm not the only one that lost the startup game.
No, I lost that.
Second.
I lost that. I was just amazed. I dropped in, I can't remember what the place was. It was that one of the old, like, Swedish-looking villages. I was just impressed, just that whole soundtrack, the animation, just dropped out. I was just like, what is going on? This looks pretty. There's a guy. Let's shoot him. There's another guy. Hi. Die. I was just like, because I knew they're all bots. And I thought, these are just going to be shitty bots. And it'll be fine.
But they're not all just bots. I got axed by a person in the last ring. I'm like,
I was actually impressed that they had a mix of
like, you're unlucky because I got a bot in the last ring and I came first.
Yeah.
Well, see, I had a bot in the last ring and it just kept building this thing up and up and up. And so, like, I just started trying to shoot away at him and everything, and so it started shooting back, and it was missing like crazy. I'm like, oh, well, I've got this. And the ring shrunk, and I was still in the ring, so I'm like, okay, cool. The bot has dropped down, and then come running up the hill and started building up the hill again. I'm like, yeah, this thing can't shoot for anything. So I've got the shotgun out, started running towards it, and I had full health, full shield, and I got capped straight away.
Sniper rifles are really powerful now.
Yeah, I got capped
OP.
with the green sniper rifle in one shot at full health, full shield, and I'm just like, what the hell?
Is there any new modes in it?
Modes are exactly the same.
Same modes.
Okay. It's just the mechanics, how you can do stuff is...
Yeah.
And people are learning to use those mechanics for different things, like just throwing people into the storm because you can carry them. You just pick them up, throw them in the storm. You ain't going to go nowhere.
Yeah.
If your friend's crawling now, so if you ever get lost
because
you run into the storm...
You
can pick up your friend, carry him, or chuck a fishing line, hook them and pull them back in.
Oh, wow.
And another cool trick
I didn't know this, so this
people are learning now. Okay, you can, if you're in a really high tower, you can jump out of the tower and land in a hay bale and you'll survive.
Really?
You can land in bushes,
oh my god,
hay
Assassin's
bales,
Creed style, though.
and the trash cans. You can jump from a very high height, land in either three of those, and you'll survive the landing.
That's cool.
Like, that's a really cool little, like, secret
That
mechanic
is
that people are starting to find out.
That's a good tip.
And you can move, and before when you jumped off things, you could only, like, drop down. You can actually move now.
Yeah.
In a certain distance when you jump off, so you can actually aim for things if you want to try and, like, I can see that bush, I'm going to lean for that, so you can kind of, like, guide yourself to it.
Oh, yeah, direct
Yeah,
it.
which is pretty dope. So, and they have upgrade weapon terminals.
Oh, yeah, yep.
That's a really cool system.
There was something on the tip of my tongue, I can
and
remember.
every time I
remember
play a
what it's called.
session,
Yeah.
I rarely see anyone using them, and I always get the first player to upgrade a gun in nearly every session.
Yeah.
I'll run up like.
Oh, they do medals now too. That's the new thing, right?
The medals, yes.
You know, you get 5 a day, 6 a day.
Oh no, it's about 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
10,
You
I
get
think it is.
experience from them, right?
Yes, and they prestige up.
Yep.
So every day you keep doing the same challenges, you prestige it up until that day ends and it resets.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different stuff they've added to it. And at the moment now they've got their Halloween event, and the skins are dope. And I've got no money, and I want to buy every single skin because they're appealing to my needs.
Donate the Pickle Tube stream, guys.
And I want all the skins because their design team,
Use our content creator
improved.
code.
MKAU, and then Elaine's will buy all the skins.
Sub-Zero
Use
2K, isn't it?
Yeah.
Use our Sub-Zero 2K content creator code,
But
guys.
no, like
Fortnite.
even the art team has improved as well. Like, I don't know who they put on board, but
Oh, yeah, I did hear the visuals got a revamp too.
everything.
It does look good, guys. I'm
Yeah,
not a
no, it's
Fortnite
good.
person, but it does look good.
So I was gonna leave
Play for
Fortnite.
the lols.
I was gonna go away from it,
Yeah.
and they pulled me back in.
They
I was like,
suckered him back
"Ugh,"
around.
because I was
They
getting
used
bored
that
with it.
fishing hook. And
Oh
they're
god,
like,
yeah, it's the
"Woo."
fishing hook that pulled me back in.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Love
like the first day that we were all back from PAX. I noticed you and Lance were both playing that.
Fortnite, yeah.
I downloaded it and, as I said, played basically the first opening mission. Well, not mission, but the first drop that you do. Got one shot by the bot, and I can safely say that I still don't think I'll be playing Fortnite.
But
It has a taste.
season to be
No.
jolly.
No, I don't care if it's Christmas or Halloween.
At least
or...
Fortnite doesn't push Christmas onto you early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
well, wait for it.
it's crazy
Yeah.
amount of games coming out at the moment.
Oh,
I've
that's-
gone
but
from,
that's it,
like,
that's a
so
lot.
many just because there's so many out.
Well, one of the games you were interested in at PAX was the remaster of Medieval.
I was. Shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy and I lined up
Oh,
for
I wanted it.
Medieval to play the
But I'm gonna buy it.
the game test, and it is so cute.
And they've done
it
a
brought
really good
so
job.
many good memories
I-
back.
I'm loving that they're doing this remasters.
Yeah.
Like, and they're doing good.
Well, Destroy All Humans as
They're
well.
doing
like-
so well.
Exactly, and it's great.
So yeah, I got to play that. It's PS4 exclusive, sadly. Like big
Nah.
sad panda because I don't have a PlayStation.
So
4.
donate to Stasis Stream so she can buy a PlayStation.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
It just brought back memories. Like, that's what I love about games. It brings back memories. So, when we were younger, when my parents would go to the RSL for dinner, they had a kids' club room, and they always
Oh,
had this
yes.
really old, dank PlayStation.
And they always have Medieval.
And it always
Medieval,
had
Crash
Medieval on
Bandicoot.
it. Yep, and I would
Wipeout.
play that every time we would go there.
See, the ones I went to, they'd have
Or FM Gym.
they'd have
They'd alternate.
what was they'd basically have Mario and that sort of thing.
Yeah, the Nintendo.
But then they'd also have another console which had I think it was Looney Tunes League or something like that.
Yes.
Where it's like all
Yeah.
these different sports games and you play as Looney Tunes characters and absolutely terrible games. But you know, when you're 6, 7, 8 years
It's
old,
the best
they were,
game in the world.
yeah, exactly. It's cartoon characters. You can't get any better.
Yeah.
And then we came to Doom and Wolfenstein and the first Duke Nukem 3D.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And, not Mel. Maddie and I sat there. Not Maddie.
Maddie,
That's you
me.
again. I keep saying you. Jim and I sat there and
Anarchy,
spoke
they
to the
keep getting us
PlayStation,
confused.
the PlayStation guy about it, and it was good. It was a good time.
It was. I
It's
that's
so
what I liked.
crisp.
I liked that they had a lot of those things there
Yeah.
at PAX. Like, coming back to PAX a little bit.
It was just such a cool experience. Like, the characters look so cool, and it's, I don't know.
See,
I keep
I-
saying cool, but
I loved
It was
loved
just
walking
fun.
past the booth with the Destroy because they had Medieval and they had Destroy All Humans and a couple of other games. And
Yeah,
I
it was
just
a mad
remember
booth.
walking past the booth and they've got Ramstein playing and the aliens singing along and the humans are all getting
Vaporized.
well, they're all getting killed and they're all getting hypnotized and everything, and like just the aliens singing along to Ramstein, that was awesome. I don't know why, but
It always gets me still every single time I see that. Like, me buying that old version like months ago for the Xbox backwards compatible, and then a week or so later they announced that they're doing the remaster. I was like, really?
Yeah.
Every single time it just gets me.
I don't know. I
But it's
follow
dope.
a lot of gaming channels on YouTube, and I'm really excited to see. I forget his
I'm gonna
name.
buy it soon as it
It's
comes
really bad of me. I always forget things. I think
Like
his
me
name's
and Jimmy.
Kyle something. He has a really big following, but his YouTube channel's name
Kyle.
is Kyle. But he always has side by sides of games, so I can't wait to see the side by side of this Medieval and the old Medieval.
It looks
So-
real. Like I've watched the intro trailer,
Yeah.
like the intro animation.
Yeah.
It's way different.
Yeah.
Like
It's
they've added
dark
extra
and mysterious.
angles, and it like she runs longer, and
Yeah,
they've done
polygons.
like what they wanted to do, which is really cool.
Yeah. So
And that's why I think it's cool with a lot of these
Depth.
remasters is that they get to envision what they wanted to envision the first time, and never got to.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
they can do it.
They've got the technology now to do what they really.
Because I see that like there's like
That's
with
a good-
Crash and
that's a good
Spyro,
point.
like how characters in Spyro are way different to how they were in the originals. Like they've given them clothes and the style of how they look.
Yeah.
It's like that's what they wanted them to be, but they couldn't do it. And
Yeah,
now
right.
they can.
Yeah, right, George Lucas.
Yeah. Jar Jar Binks.
And he's just confusing.
Jar Jar Binks and that weird creature on Tatooine in the opening scenes. Anyway. Yes, alright. So we've got
Sure.
WWE listed down here. Something
I don't
about it
think
being...
have any-
Just in, no one cares.
None of us have played it, hey?
No.
Have you played it? No.
No, but
I'm
apparently
playing
it's
it.
really broken. So if
The
you've
best
played
moves.
it and you're happy with it or not happy with it, drop a comment down below if you're watching this one on
Yeah.
YouTube. Let
Is
us
it
know.
broken? Does it have lots of glitches?
Let us
If
know
it
if you
has
stayed for
glitches,
this long.
Are they funny? If they're funny, show us pictures.
Yes, Pixar, it didn't happen.
Give us
Yeah.
the memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the
about
memes.
So many
Yep.
memes. I've seen so many memes.
This is
Yes.
Republic, man.
Yes, alright. So I thought we would do something a little bit different as well. So obviously we've spoken about PAX, we've spoken about games.
News.
We've spoken about news. I'm actually curious to know what got you guys into reviewing in the first place. So for me personally, and this is sort of going back to PAX anyway, because I fangirled as I walked past Stephanie Bendexen, I think, also known as Hex. Who,
AKA the
Yep.
Hex Master.
yes, who used to do Good Game Spawn Point. Me and my girlfriend at the time had a massive crush on her.
Yep.
And it was kind of because of her that I went, I want to do reviews. So, yeah, I just kind of annoyed Stace and Lance until they finally gave me
I'm
a
so
job.
annoyed I never got to meet her there because
Well, so I didn't get to meet her. So I was walking to the toilet and just happened to walk past her and basically fangirled. Tweeted about it on my way to said
Yeah.
bathroom. And then she responded and she's like, "Oh, well, I'll be at this booth, come and meet me."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yes!" And I went to go to the booth and sure enough there was an enforcer there with a sign that said, "This line is now finished for the day." And I'm like,
Oh, that
"You've
sucks.
got to be
what,
kidding
that's
me."
what kicks me is because I can't remember which mini con it was, but I met Barjo.
Mhm.
Oh,
was on
no,
the-
Bajo.
And it was on the Saturday, and then the Sunday, Hex was going. And
Yeah.
I couldn't go the Sunday. And I was like, so mad that I could, like, I wanted to meet both of them because I knew they were cut. But I was like, no. And then I was like, when I heard Hex was here, like, for PAX, I was like, maybe this is my chance. No luck. I'm like, I only got one of the good games. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted that selfie. So devoed.
Yeah, no, but it was awesome that she responded to me, and I'm like, yeah,
That's still pretty cool.
I fangirled even
Fangirl.
more. But yes, so what got you into reviews, Dale?
Reviews is just reviewing. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
You're not selling it, buddy.
I'm not
was there
selling
any-
it to you.
Was there any inspiration where you're like, oh my god?
I want freaking no. I mean, everyone I guess goes in that perception with reviewing is
Your
I want
passion.
free.
How about I answer for you? Your passion for games,
Yeah,
I think, is what
I want
got you
free. No,
into reviewing.
that's the disillusion. People
That's
think
why
they
we
get free
put
stuff.
you
No,
on
you got to
board.
work. You got to work your butt off for this stuff.
You do. A lot of people think games reviews is really easy to do, and it's not. You've really got to.
I'm thankful for these guys helping me out.
Yeah.
You're welcome for the edits.
Thank you.
No, you've really got to work. You can't, from what I've noticed, you
Oh.
can't play the game the way you normally would.
No.
Yeah.
And
It becomes a labour of love.
yes,
A lot of people
Yeah.
think it's easy job to do. It's not really. There's a lot of
No.
juggling. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes on. I often have people come into my stream and go, "Oh my god, you're living my dream job." Like,
there's a lot of work to
I
it.
can't believe,
It's a lot
you
of
know,
work.
you're a game reviewer. It must be so fun. It must be easy. It's not an easy. It is fun.
It is
It's
fun.
not easy though.
When there's a
People think
wave
it's a free
of
ride.
games,
It's not a
it's
free
just-
ride. You know.
Well, this is the thing. Like at the moment, we're getting slammed with games and hardware to review, and so you know, there's a few of us juggling a couple of reviews at the same time, and when you've got to review a keyboard, but then also a game on the Xbox, or you've got to review a game on the PlayStation and a game on the Xbox, or you can't play the games the way you normally would.
Yeah, like I said, it's a labour of love. So if you really love Rainbow Six Siege, I don't have time to play Rainbow Six Siege every single day because I'm playing another game that I have to review. And that game might be good, that game might be horrendous, but you got to fight your way through it to the end because you got to review it.
Yeah.
And you got to give it a fair chance against any other game that you're playing.
Yeah, and this is the thing, like I recently reviewed Ready Set Heroes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, I mean, the game looked cute and everything, don't get me wrong, but it was a difficult one to review because it was so heavily focused on multiplayer, but then the multiplayer online servers pretty much don't work or they're not populated enough.
Yeah.
So you can't actually play multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's a hard industry to be in because every game's different. So you need to find a comparative
Some are enjoyable
balance.
than others are just...
Well, how do you compare an RPG to a racing game?
Yeah.
Like, so you got to find that nice equilibrium where you can judge them fairly. So Forza, you might, I don't know, you give Forza a 4 out of 5 and you give The Witcher a 4 out of 5. But in my mind, The Witcher's way better.
Yeah.
Because of all these little elements that it's got. But then you got to remind yourself that Forza is just a racing game.
Yeah.
And all it's going to have is just racing mechanics. Whereas
whether
RPGs have a story, they have art, they have, you know...
Oh, you do get some racing games which will have a bit of a storyline in them, like
Yeah, but that's
F1.
not
The
what-
F1
that's what I
series.
mean, like,
No,
It's not
exactly.
focused.
Like, with going through the racing games, I did Grid, and I can't remember, I gave it a decent, like, review for it because I was actually impressed
Yeah.
with how the game had evolved.
Yeah.
And that's
So
what
yeah,
like
and
that
then
with
you got
racing
to do
games
the
is how
research.
it
So you got to go
evolves.
into the history.
And if games
know?
improve, then it's kind of good because then
Yeah.
it's going to get better because it's gotten better.
Yeah.
And that's the thing as well. It's like some games are just bland, but it's how they approach that.
Yeah, it's a multi-layered job because you have to do the research as well. You can't just play the game and be like, oh, it's the 4th in the series, I hope it's
So you got to
good.
make sure,
You
like,
got to
yeah.
look at the other games, see what's been improved, what's been taken out. Yeah, there's so many layers.
And that's the
to
thing,
it.
doing so many reviews, that's the other thing too, because I actually had a guy come in who bought Grid the other day.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, well, I actually reviewed this. I actually had it for a while, and I got to review it.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he was like, oh, what you know? And he was asking for my review, and I do that many reviews that I actually forgot my review.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and he's like, well, you're not selling it to me. I'm like, well, I mean, it's not just this that I review. Like, I review a lot of things.
Here's a website, go read it yourself.
Yeah, like he goes like, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry that I couldn't give you any more info. Like, it's good. Play it yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not, and that's the
And every
becomes
person's
the downside.
different though as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Which you
Everyone has
also
taste.
got to take into consideration. It might not be your cup of tea, but the game might be still good.
Nutcracker.
So you got to
Yeah, well,
think
I
about
mean,
that as well.
I
don't ever put my personal feelings into...
I
the
despise sporting games.
Yeah.
As you'll see in my reviews, and I think we've discussed before. But, like FIFA, I think it was FIFA 19.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I hate sporting games, it was really well done. So I actually gave that a pretty decent score.
Yeah.
You've got to, as a reviewer, you've got to put your personal feelings aside.
Yep.
Yep.
You've got to play the game and experience as much of it as you can, not to try and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you enjoy it, fantastic, but you've got to play it from a critical perspective.
Because there's been times where I've like played a game that I was reviewing and hated it, and I started writing a review. I'm like, no, this is just bagging up the game because I dislike it. Leave it.
Backspace.
Play a bit more.
Yeah.
Think about it. Come back with a different perspective, and then you play it through again. You realize, okay, this is more than just that, and you start changing everything.
Yeah.
And you got to think.
But then you also got to keep your own integrity as well, I find. So there's been multiple times where I've actually liked the game and everyone online slammed it.
Yeah.
You know? So, in a way, like, I do take that into consideration, but at the end of the day, I'm the one playing it, and it's stuff that I enjoy.
Your taste.
And so, like, Rage, not Rage. Yeah, I think it was Rage. Rage 2 got, like, panned pretty
I still haven't
quickly.
played that.
And I really
really want
enjoyed
to.
it. I didn't find it, like, super grindy.
Well, this is the same as like
Yeah.
pretty much all you guys hated Anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
now love it.
I didn't mind it, and I kept playing it.
You know,
Well, do you
I
know
bought
what?
it
I
recently,
was
so-
very critical of Anthem, and I still gave it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed the time that I had, despite all the things that were crap. And they were.
It's actually
There's
pretty-
a lot of crap stuff in
Yeah.
him, but there are glimmering moments, and I still gave it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's still, it's still passed.
But now it's even better, apparently. But
Well, I think
too
it's
late.
better.
Yeah,
I think it's better,
It's too
but yeah, it is.
And that's the
I haven't
problem.
played it for a while.
Where Anthem is now is basically where it should have been at release.
Yeah.
What they promised we would get at release is where it is now, finally,
Which is a bit sad.
which is very sad. But anyway, so what got you into reviewing, Stace?
I'm actually really fortunate. I actually spoke about this on stream the other day. Someone
Yeah.
asked me, how did I become a game reviewer? I struck up a really good friendship with the boss.
But that's the thing I can't remember. Was it you, though, that drew me in? I can't remember if you asked me to help out. I can't even remember.
Via me, yeah. So I was a cosplayer, just a cosplayer at the time, going to Supernova down in Sydney, I think I met Lance. Yeah, so through my passion of games and everything pop culture, I met Lance. And I was dressed as Star Fox. Fox McCloud from, Star Fox.
Fox.
What does
Yeah,
a fox
so-
say?
We just
Sorry.
struck up a friendship, and then he asked me one day if I wanted to play The Division, I think, and I couldn't play, so he gave me a code, and we played, and then I wrote
Oh,
a
I remember
review
that,
for
yeah.
I think it was the DLC, first DLC drop for Division 1. And yeah, I wrote a write-up, and I had the skills to pay the bills, apparently, so I'm still here.
Was it you first?
Yeah, my first review was Division.
Shit. Because that's when
Division
we
DLC.
really kind of all started playing together, was
Yeah.
that. And then I stopped playing Division because you guys got the DLC and I couldn't afford the
Yeah.
DLC.
And you were like, too
I'm
low.
like, no.
I'm not gonna lie, we left him behind.
Yeah, I was like,
levels.
no. That's what's like ruined my games.
They left me behind for Division 2, so I know exactly where you're coming from.
But I
Yeah.
suppose technically I got my job because, once again, the passion I had for gaming. Because
Yeah.
I was very
Yeah.
into gaming. And that's probably where Lance and I first started talking, because we added each other on Xbox Live. And we just started playing random games together. And yeah, like, it's just always been an interest, and I'm, like, an okay writer, I guess.
Well, you're better than me.
Yeah, but over the years, it's just, I've known Lance for 4 or 5 years now, so it's just evolved into not just writing, but content creating.
Oh, yeah.
Podcasts.
We now have
Trips
this.
to conventions and filming and editing and making
But I mean, it's worked out
stuff
for us.
online.
Because
for our,
we've got our own little
Insta.
community, so.
yeah.
Our own little
Yeah,
family.
our little community within a community, the
Like,
MKAU community.
It's.
Feel free to join, guys.
Yes, we do have a Discord. We'll drop
We
a
have
link down
merch.
below if you're watching it on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Upgrade
Join our
merch
Discord.
eventually.
We're even funnier when we're saying dumb stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
We're trying to be very well behaved here. I'm normally not.
Yeah. Just go to Mel's tab on the Discord.
Yeah, have I got a tab yet? No, I don't think I do.
No,
But anyway,
come to mine.
Yeah, so it's a passion, it's a love, it's also commitment. Like at times we are playing. Well, I know I've had up to 5 games at one
Yeah.
stage. There's a lot of editing going on behind the scenes. Yeah, Lance does quite a lot, posting news, keeping up with emails, keeping a positive
Playing on his
relationship with
phone.
developers. I hope we haven't slammed too many developers this podcast.
No, I think they love our stuff.
Yeah.
You got to be critical though. You got to be to a point because how as a company, where do they learn?
Yeah. We work
So-
really hard though to keep good relationships with the people we review with. So,
like, yeah, we
good
do love you,
relationships, but
Bethesda.
we are like truthful though. If a game,
Yeah, we're honest.
If a
needs a
game
bit of
sucks,
work.
we're going to tell you.
yeah,
It's our job.
but we do love you guys. Yeah, that's really it from me.
Fair enough.
else wanna
No, well, for me, like I said, it was, because I always had the hots for Steph. And because I've always been really passionate about
God.
games as well. So, watching good game on ABC and just, I don't know, I've kind of, going through school and stuff, I always loved creative writing.
ABC for MKAU show.
Oh, yes, that'd be awesome. I don't think it's going to happen, but that'd be awesome.
You can't have me because I swear too much, sorry.
Late night, ABC.
Oh.
Or
Just before Rage?
Just before Rage, yeah. Put us on just before Rage. You can contact Lance. We'll drop a link to the info email down below as well. Anyway, yeah, no, just watching Steph and Bajo on Good Game.
Oh.
And just how passionate about games and stuff they were. And then obviously I met you at a photo shoot.
Yeah. When I was cosplaying still.
When she was cosplaying still, and I decided to be creepy and added her on Xbox and was just watching.
Happens a lot to me,
Sweaty.
don't worry, guys.
Yeah. Ladies, if you're out there,
Make sure you have
add
an
me
Xbox.
on Xbox. Anyway, CD much. Anyway, as we were going, just watching how passionate they both were about it. And then
I do
sort
love
of
what I do.
then sharing the passion,
Yeah.
as well as having a fondness for creative writing. And then obviously, as I said, met you at a cosplay meet, started watching your streams and all that sort of stuff. And I know MKAU was looking for some reviewers, so I just, sent
Threw
through
your name out there.
I threw my name out there, said, hey, give me a shot, here's some stuff. I think my first write-up was just a little mock thing of the Pokemon games. And yeah, gave me a shot, and here I am pretending to be YouTube famous.
Yeah. So MK's not just a
famous.
team, it's a family.
Yeah.
It is.
And,
A dysfunctional family, but a family.
Basically why I keep just reviewing.
to grow our family. So if you want to support us, follow our social medias.
All our medias.
We're always there to talk to people. We love talking to...
Speaking of talking to people, that was
People.
another thing that I loved about PAX. Having people come up and go, oh, we watch your podcast.
Yes!
By the way...
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it was!
Yeah, that was
I
awesome.
read your article!
I read your article. Did you guys know there's a Mortal Kombat tournament? Yes, there was,
Yeah.
and it was awesome, and we drank.
Yeah, it was good.
I read Kelsway.
It was good meeting people
Yeah,
from our community.
yeah.
Which is pretty cool. That we had
And
that.
finally meeting Anarchy.
Yeah, big shout out to Jimmy, Tanner, Juddy. Finally
Meeting
getting to
everyone
meet
was great to
people.
actually meet
Like,
everyone.
people we work with that are interstate. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was good. But yeah, no, look, if you do want to support us and help the channel grow, obviously like, subscribe, share with all your mates, flick us
Everything we
out
post.
on... Yeah, by all means,
Please support our reviews, share our reviews, don't just heart them. I mean,
Wow, stop telling them what to do. Daddy. Anyway, next.
But look, we do have a merch store as well. We'll drop the links below if you're watching this one on YouTube. You can get some pretty sweet merch there. But otherwise, yeah, join us on Discord. Have a chat with us. We're more than happy to answer any questions you guys have. And I think next episode, Stace, I'm going to let you plug this one because you're going to be in charge of the next one. So,
Okay, so next podcast is episode 10. This is the end of our season. That is season
can't even
one.
go, properly.
Wrapped up in a nice little present. Season 1 is over for the year. So make sure you come and watch episode 10. It's our best games of all time edition. So
specifically our best games, just saying.
Ours.
Not
what we think are the best
Yeah.
games. So make sure you tune in and watch because we're probably going to fight and debate over it because I'm using a point system. So
we are going to fight.
not
Point
everyone's
system.
game's going to be on the list, so they get to comment on why they think that should
Battle
be
Royale.
there or what
One
should
victor.
be there. So yeah,
Fortnite better not be on there.
last episode
Let me down
season.
low.
Make sure you support it.
It's going to be me voting for Fortnite.
Watch
It'll be
out
down
for
low.
it. It's going to be a doozy. But yeah, that's about it really. Make sure
Cool.
you like, follow, and subscribe to all our socials. Anyone else want to plug anything?
You want to plug anything, Dale?
Plug some hole. I don't know the way I needed to.
Anyway, guys, that's us out for tonight.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.
Catch you later.
Bye.